Hi, welcome to Great Northern Adventures. I'm Kylie.
I'm Craig.
We packed up our lives and moved into our little home on wheels to take on the lap of Australia.
We'd like to share a journey of discovery and recovery that will take us to all corners of this great country, Australia.
Hang out with us as we share the highs and lows of caravan life, the quirky experiences and epic destinations that makes Australia the greatest country in the world.
Hi there and welcome back. We keep heading west and check out Cape Bridgewater before we cross into South Australia. We explore Mt Gambier and its surrounds before heading to Rapid Bay for an epic beach camp. Come along for the journey. The petrified forest. Oh, it's a bit windy. We're going to the petrified forest, honey.
It's petrified, get it?
The early theory about the petrified forest was that advancing sand engulfed an ancient forest of coastal trees, petrifying them for all time. Actually, the formation is a collection of hollow tubes of limestone called solution pipes. Eroded by millions of years of rainfall, the process starts when water gathers in shallow pans of sand and seeps downward, dissolving the limestone. The mineral-saturated water then cements the sand, forming hard trunk-shaped pipes. But as you know, Kylie's theory is that it was a bunch of trees that just became scared or petrified. I don't know, and I don't even try and figure it out anymore. Cape Bridgewater Bay and went to the blowholes and the petrified forest. She's petrified. That worked well. It's blowing its absolute utters off out there, straight off Antarctica. It is freezing.
It's so cold. I'm petrified.
Yeah, it's probably not the best day to be here, but you can see that it would be an absolutely magnificent place. Anyway, so we'll move on. Ooh, windy.
Woo.
Border crossing number 2 into SA, down near Nelson. Going to Mt Gambier. You probably can't hear a thing I'm saying.
Stayed in this little hip camp called Pine Ridge. It's only about 10 minutes from Mt Gambier. There are about 8 sites and they're relatively level. There are no amenities, so you need to be self-contained. There's heaps of room and you're not on top of your neighbours. You don't need a four-wheel drive or off-road van to access. It's only a short drive along a gravel road.
Welcome to the First sinkhole. There we go. Ready?
Ready.
Fascinating.
Fascinating.
What is it, honey?
A big hole. A beautiful big hole.
Mount Gambier hasn't really turned the weather on, but it's pretty amazing. Spectacular gardens down here. A big hole in the ground. We spent the day exploring the amazing landscapes around Mt Gambier. These stunning sinkholes were created by a natural process called karst, that's K-A-R-S-T. When water slowly erodes limestone over time, the process starts underground as rainwater seeps into the porous rock. Over thousands of years it eats away at the limestone, causing caves to form. Eventually the ground above gives way, creating these massive sinkholes. Unfiston stinkhole.
It does stink a bit. It's a sinkhole, not a stinkhole.
It's a stinkhole.
It does smell good.
Some are filled with water like the famed Spur Lake, known for its incredible rich blue colour, which is a result of high calcium levels in the water. And as for the other sinkholes like Unfiston, nature's taken over, turning it into a lush garden, well, maybe with a little bit of help from the council in recent years. We stopped into Little Blue Lake for a swim and had the local constabulary watching over us. To be honest, I think I could have been drowning and he wouldn't have noticed me over the backpackers in their little tiny bikinis. Just a bit further south is Port MacDonnell, a beautiful little seaside village with amazing scenery. The water is so clear and a slightly different colour to what we're used to. We checked out the sights and found South Australia's most southern point. We enjoyed some fish and chips on the beach. It's only a short drive from Mt Gambier and well worth the visit. Skull on your lime cordial.
Oh, stop it.
At the fish and chippy shop. Stop for lunch at Padthaway today. Just a little roadside rest stop in a little village in the heart of the Coonalpyn wine region. Beautiful. There's so many vineyards. I didn't realise it was as busy as it was. Shame, but I couldn't stop and have a tasting or anything because Kylie refuses to drive the van. Oh well. Maybe I should try and teach her. See how we go.
Coonalpyn Soldiers Memorial Caravan Park, only $15 a night. You book online and get a security number. When you arrive, you pick a site and enter the number at the power box. That activates the power on water. There are toilets and pay-as-you-use showers. The council swimming pool is right next door and very inviting. Unpowered sites are free, and there's also a free camp at the other end of town on the edge of a small dam.
You talk. Honey, you tell them where we are.
Coonalpyn.
We had to leave the leave the coast again. We didn't plan for the long weekend, but anyway, the alternatives turned out really interesting. We've ended up at a place called Coonalpyn, and we love a bit of art, silo art silo. bit of silo art. How about that? Blooper. Anyway, we're here. We're going to check out the rest of the town, some old buildings and all that sort of stuff, and that's where we are. Here we are at Murray Bridge, crossing the Murray River again, in our third state for the third time. Luckily we got this video, because Kylie slept through 2 out of the 3 crossings. Just a quick little stopover at the Port Elliot showgrounds just for a night. Just stopping over here so we can get into Rapid Bay tomorrow. Fingers crossed there's a fair few sites there. Or good sites anyway. It's a little bit dry. That's not their fault. It's just the weather. I think that's just South Australia. But there's a few in here. Port Elliot. Everyone's out enjoying Australia Day. You barely see them, they'll be over there somewhere on the beach. Having a blast, beautiful day here today. Rapid Bay.
Yay! And it's not too windy.
It is going to be windy. When we started researching for our lap, we knew that Rapid Bay on South Australia's Fleurieu Peninsula was high on the list of must-visit locations. The crystal clear waters and stunning cliff make it such a unique place. There are no marked sites, so it's first in, best dressed on whatever piece of dirt you can find. The only downside is everyone wants to camp along the beachfront. People will pretty much park right on top of you if they get half a chance. We spent the day swimming, fishing, relaxing, and enjoyed the company of a couple of dolphins right out in front of our van. You can even climb over a few rocks and find your own very private beach, and you'll feel like you're a million miles from anywhere.
Unfortunately, it was time to move on. Our time at Rapid Bay was incredible, and we're sure that it will be one of our favourites. Thank you for watching. We're so happy that we're getting to share our amazing time with all of you. Join us for our next video as we head into Adelaide, head up into the hills and visit Harndorf, the German town and the Barossa Valley. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe and notification bell. See you next time.